you came to. Yeah. Yeah, we found you there. You were about maybe 100 yards away from, was that your shelter? It was overrun. All right. Yeah, we found you. You were still conscious at the time, but you're bleeding. You still got a problem with that. Your arm's messed up. Got a gash on the head. Yeah, we got you and we got you back, but you fell unconscious on the way back. So I will say we did check you for bites while you were out, and you are fine. But before I get to fixing you up, I need to know, how many people were there at your shelter? 8. You think there could be any other survivors? No. Oh man, that's not good then. We saw some bodies, but we didn't see. I don't think it was 8. All right. Well. Oh, another question though. Were there any supplies there? Because we're running low on some of ours. Really? All right, we're gonna have to send a team. Craig. Yeah. You gather up 2 other people. Go back to where we were, where we found her, and yes, and yeah, look for supplies. She says there's water there. There's about 3 cases of water there, and we need water. That's huge. She also says some canned goods as well, and a couple of electronics. So whatever you can get out of there, definitely grab it. All right. Yeah. All right. Be careful too, because we don't know if they're still lurking around there or not. Yeah. Well, the zombies overran you. You know what's going to happen. When we were even bringing you back, there was still some in the area. We took most out, but they were still coming after us. But we were, we sent a few people in the direction to distract them, just so they don't, because these things are getting smarter, and we don't want them to know where we are. We're pretty well hidden from people and the zombies as well. All right, so we're going to set that up. Maybe there'll be some more survivors as well. I don't know, but for now, I need to help you out a little bit. So, yeah, like I said, you got that gash on your head, and your arm looks messed up as well. I don't think it's broken. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but in the last few months I've learned some basics, just because you got it to survive. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's start with your arm, I suppose. Let me take a look at that. Does it hurt when I do that? Yeah, you flinch and it does, huh? Alright. I'm gonna have to try to make up a splint for that, for sure. Your other arm has a little bit of it looks like it's not. It looks like you maybe sprained something or something like that. Yeah, let me just take a look at that one, because you must have fallen and maybe hit your head, and I'm not a detective. So. That doesn't hurt too much, but yeah, it looks a little bruised though. All right, let me use this old ace bandage on you here. It's old, but it's the best we got. Yeah, it stretches pretty good though. Let me just wrap this around your arm. Okay. Yeah, let me just... we only got Scotch tape to... hold that into place the best we can. Yeah. Like I said, we'll make a splint for that other arm, though. I can't do that at the moment, though. But and we'll see. We'll see how it progresses in the next few weeks, if it gets any better or not. Yeah. All right. for. Got to tend to that head. It's still bleeding a bit, but it's getting crusty and stuff. So, got the old peroxide here. Thankfully, we do still have some medical supplies, which is good, and we've scavenged some over time. One more as well, just to completely try to clean it out best I can, you know. There we go. All right. It's cleaned off. Let me just get some of that crud out of the way there. All right. Well, that seems to be fine. Now, I'm going to attempt to stitch this because it looks like it needs to be stitched. I'm not the best, but, you know, give it a go, right? Oh, that's not good. Oh, jeez. I drew. Oh, these little needles are tough. Okay, I don't have anything for you to. This is gonna hurt a little bit. It's not gonna be terrible, but we don't have any antiseptic or anything that's gonna numb it, I should say. But let me just get in there. Okay, just try to hold still. Yeah, I know it hurts. Oh, it's not too big of a gash, but, you know. Okay. Almost done. You're all right. You're doing good. You're doing good. Okay, and... All right, that's decent. It's not too bad. Let me actually just use a little more peroxide. We don't want to leave that exposed. Thankfully, we have some bandages here. Yeah, that should work. You're lucky. You're lucky you weren't bit. For sure. The best we got in terms of getting stuff on here, and gauze sponges. They're kind of old and stuff, but we make do with what we can find. A lot of people have cleaned out a lot of stuff. It's competitive and not in a good way. People are losing it, to say the least. I mean, we're about 10 months into this, and people are having trouble dealing with it, man. I mean, life's never going to be the same again, for sure. So, I mean, and these zombies are everywhere. And like I said, they're getting smarter, so yeah, they could have maybe somehow figured out, or just by memory or something, knew where you guys were located. Yeah. All right, let me just... Just need to get a little tape on this. Let me... there you go. That's on nice and tight. How do you feel? You got a headache? Yeah, we obviously have some aspirin if you want to take some in your arm. I mean, this arm should be fine, but your other one, we got to get the splint on that. If it's broken, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but it's manageable. I mean, how bad does it hurt? About a 6. It's not terrible, but aspirin might help with that. We don't have anything stronger. We want to try to get to some pharmacies, or find hospitals and stuff, anything that could have more supplies, or even try to find somebody who is a doctor or was a nurse, anybody that could help us, in that area, because I'm not, okay? This is not my expertise beforehand. Let me, real quick, because you could be concussed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure that out, but I just want to make sure your eyes are fine, all right? So I'm just going to real close. I'm just going to, just tell me how many fingers I'm, yeah, close your one eye and tell me how many fingers I'm holding up. Yep. Right. Perfect. All right, I'm going to do further back with this other eye. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, just turn your head too. There's no pain or anything when you turn your head. No. What about when you move forward? Let me just feel around your head real quick. There's no pain or anything. I mean, other than the headache, but no, this isn't causing any additional pain, right? All right. I don't know. That's the best I can do for that. I don't know, but it seems like you're not concussed or anything like that, or anything. You haven't had any. Well, it hasn't been that long, I guess. I guess we'll know in the coming days. Actually, we'll see how you are in the morning. Yeah, for now, rest up. Dinner is soon. Well, I'll introduce you to the group. We got a good group here, and hopefully, everything turns out all right here. And maybe we'll find some of your friends, if there's any left. They survive. At the very least, we can get those supplies back here. I mean, unfortunately, your guys, that's the way of the world now. Your guys' downfall and your pain is becoming our gain, unfortunately, but yours as well, because we have more numbers here. We're up to 6. You'll make 16, so I guess we got to keep. We want to fortify this place. It's fairly big. We're in the basement now. We do a lot of our stuff in the basement. And, we keep the windows closed up tight because we don't want anybody seen in here. Like I said, these zombies are adapting, and at a pretty alarming rate. They're not stupid and like in the movies, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll see how they can we can do here. We're trying to fortify stuff because there's groups of people out there too that are just killing people and taking their supplies, and can't there just be an apocalypse where like everybody just gets along and we do the best we can? Doesn't work out that way, right? Human nature kicks in, I suppose. All right, rest up here. I'll tell you when dinner's ready, and when that happens, I'll introduce you to everybody. All right, sit tight. You're gonna be fine. Maybe we'll find some of your friends. All right. All right, get some rest.